time on until we arrive at the halls of the session. We shall have reflected already on whom to elect. There is no occasion now for manipulation, for practices where a strong candidate is matched with a weak candidate so as to prolong the election. These are not proper. We are practically mirroring society in our church. But we said that we should be better than the secular elections. So, in the first balloting, you show your force already. You exhibit already your strength. And if you cannot reach 10%, how else could you still reach more than 10% later? Section 9 is also a new provision. We now recommend that the bishop elected shall serve a term of 8 years without re-election. I was told by Bishop Soriano that this was the practice in one of the central conferences in Europe, Bishop.
Germany or Europe?
Perhaps there is justice that is bridged because we would spread the opportunity more to the deserving clergy. And there will be a session that would be purely non-political. Because if it is every 8 years, the next quadrennial session, we will not be electing. It will be a very happy session. We can devote more of the time for celebrations, for hymn singing, for evangelism.
Or not.
The balloting procedures, friends, are all, including the tellers. We deleted the concept of volunteer tellers there. There was this idea that we should have a volunteer tellers, but the sense of the committee yesterday is that the tellering system is already a perfected system, and we have no problem with that. So we are maintaining the old system of tellering. But there shall be 3 officers, the chair and the 2 head teller, a head teller for the clergy and a head teller for the lay. So when the committee on election releases the number of ballots, the head teller will have to divide that to the chair of the committee on tellers will have to divide that to the 2 head tellers, who in turn shall distribute that to the heads of delegations. To the tellers who will in turn bring them to the heads of delegations. So the process of voting around then, we are already very conversant on this. The counting of ballots, canvassing, are all there. These are all provisions. Now, in the appreciation of ballots, we have introduced new items here. We define what are the invalid ballots, and these invalid ballots shall not be counted in determining the vote necessary to elect. A. Blank or completely unfilled. B. Partially unfilled, ballot with less or more names. C. ballot with names of elders. and those who are not listed in the names of all elders who are not listed in the approved list of candidates. Ballots with names of lay persons. Ballots with two Episcopal candidates having the same name without the first name indicated. Ballots with name of an Episcopal candidate that was already elected. And ballots with name of an Episcopal candidate twice written. So that is simple, very clear. The immediate report, this is an old provision. Article 6, our dear friends, is a new provision. This is the provision on the quadrennial program and budget. We are saying here that this session is not only an electoral body, it is also a legislative and programmatic body. And therefore, it must, upon adjournment, adopt a roadmap, so to speak, that will define the promotion of the work of the church in the Philippines for the next 4 years with the strategies indicated. It is self-explanatory, so presiding officers, this is the old provision. Now, we come up with an article on the other officers of the Central Conference, which is, of course, the secretary or its associate secretaries and its associate secretaries, the treasurer. Now we propose to elect a lay leader because we have a lay leader in the local church. There is a lay leader in the district. There is a lay leader in the annual conference. Why is it that there is no lay leader in the Central Conference? And of course, the Chancellor. We have come up with a more expanded definition of the duties of the Secretary of the Conference. But here we are saying one thing, that the Secretary and the Deputy Secretaries shall be nominated, the word elected should be changed to nominated, by the College of Bishops. Sila na po ang mag-nominate based on the understanding of the needs and qualifications of persons, their aptitude and commitment and availability, somebody who can really do justice to the job. And that nomination will be submitted for your confirmation. So, hindi na tayo magbilang-bilang pa dito ng boto, mag-confirm na lang tayo kung gusto natin yung inirekomenda ng ating mga obispo. In short, we insulate the session from politics. The Central Conference Treasurer, this is also an old provision, except that the Central Conference Treasurer shall be elected by the CFA, but the election shall not be complete without the confirmation of the session. So, ang labanan, hindi na dito, ang labanan doon na sa CFA. Elected is with the College of Bishops, again subject
Mabibili mo yung combo?
to the confirmation of the Central Conference in session.
Oo nga pala. Parang
So,
Lalabas ka?
the credentialing, the Central Conference Committee, the Committee on Credentials, yung proseso is that substitution starts with the head of delegation, goes to the chairman of the Credentials Committee. The chairman of the Credentials Committee report this out to the session, and the session shall approve the substitution.
Cherry rice.
We are now saying that to expedite the proceedings, that the substitution shall be basically ascertained by the head of delegation and recommend this to the chairperson of the Credential Committee, who upon verification shall approve the substitution. So, hindi na namin aabalahin, mga kapatid, ang proceedings ng annual conference. So that is basically the amendments, the substantive amendments, friends. In the rules of order, the new thing in the rules of order is in Rule 3, paragraph B and C. The presiding bishop may pause for a moment of prayer for discernment. Such moment shall end up with a prayer by the presiding bishop, who shall thereafter announce the resumption of deliberations. Maybe this may not be necessary anymore, because apparently we have matured as members of the Central Conference. The third is the authority of the presiding officer by himself to suspend the session and to resume it at such time as the best interest of an orderly session may require. There is no much significant amendment in the rules. So, Madam Bishop and members of the conference, this ends the first report of the Committee on Plan of Organization and Rules of Order. We are submitting a revised Plan of Organization and Rules of Order as a package of reforms and changes in our systems of organization and rules.
Okay, can I just have 1 minute? I'd like to confer with the chair, so we're just going to take a second. I want to get something straight.
Sabi ko nga eh.
Huwag na kasi ako din inaantok eh.
Hindi naman kasama sa ano.
Record lang.